Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for another daily dose of dismal Disney. We're going to talk about how Disney CEO Bob Iger is coming out and saying that he wants to quiet the noise in the culture wars.
Sure he does.
In the culture wars, guys. So we'll talk about this because this is something that Disney never should have gotten involved in the first place. And in recent years, they've doubled down on it, but now they're trying to put the genie back in the bottle.
No, genie's been freed. You can't put him back in.
No, you can't. Or her.
Well, I was gonna say we can't. Say
or they,
he.
them, whatever.
They, them. You
however,
can't put they, them back in the bottle.
genie identifies. That's whatever. But you can't put it back in the bottle, right? Because they've come under fire more so than a lot of other companies for their doubling down on diversity and inclusion initiatives that are almost beyond parity at this point.
I mean, when Mousetrap News puts up stuff like they're going to change stuff into the Carousel Progress in the future, and it was so believable, people were like getting upset, and their parody articles are believable, then you know you have an issue.
Yeah, because I mean, when they took boys and girls out of the fireworks show because they found that offensive.
My personal favorite is still the Jungle Cruise. So they took the added chimpanzees in it by taking the natives out, but they had to be, fair and ethical to chimpanzees. And Trader Sam's running a lost and found where he's fencing goods.
Yeah, right.
So much better.
So we made the native a thief.
Yeah.
At least I don't think Trader Sam's stealing heads anymore. Is he? Is he still a he?
Because it's a she in the movie.
It's a she in the movie that nobody watched. I don't think this has anything to do with Disney's personal politics. I think this is about the bank account running dry. They don't care if you're red or you're blue. They want your green. They want your greenbacks. So we're going to talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
If you're feeling that the Magic Kingdom isn't as magical, if it's a bit dismal, go out to shopclownfish.com and celebrate the burning down of an American institution with this parody t-shirt, not to be confused with official Disney merchandise by any stretch of the imagination, right? It's fun stuff, though. I got one. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it on air. All right. So this comes from Reuters. I think they're the ones that broke it. Disney CEO says company will quiet the noise in the culture wars, according to an analyst note. Bob Iger told investors the company is going to quiet the noise.
What does that even mean?
It means we're going to be less overt. We're still going to do it. We're still going to do it.
Quiet the noise. I mean, that has pitted social conservatives against the global media and entertainment conglomerate.
It's not just conservatives. People are looking at Disney products, especially, Star Wars and Marvel, and they're like, yeah, things are getting kind of weird. They're getting kind of weird.
I think when they mean conservatives, they're talking about Florida. So
Pitted
look
Florida.
at the shitstorm we created in Florida.
Iger's brief statement included an analyst report from Needham media analyst Laura Martin, was part of an investor presentation on Tuesday at Disney World in Florida.
Yeah.
In which the CEO also announced Disney will double its investment in theme parks. So this one kind of flew under the radar. They didn't make much of a deal about it until today, or yesterday rather. Disney is struggling to make its streaming business profitable, improve the quality of its films. Well, this is related to them doubling down.
Yes, it is.
Position its flagship sports brand ESPN to stream directly to consumers and potentially shed television networks. Disney declined to comment. They declined to comment. I think because he was in Florida, that is something that everybody was wondering, like, what is going on with the Florida situation? You guys going to keep this up? What's going on? Like, I don't even know what's up with the lawsuit.
I was going to say, then drop the lawsuits.
Drop the lawsuits.
Just
be like, we're going to stay in our lane. We're going to make entertainment. We're going to try to make better entertainment. We're going to try to make entertainment that's not going to be overtly preachy to one side of the aisle. And that's where people got upset because they're like, well, back in the day, Star Wars was more inclusive and Star Trek isn't Disney, but like all these shows are more inclusive. You just didn't notice. It's like, yeah, people didn't notice because it wasn't shoved in your face.
People notice. People aren't, you don't give people enough credit. You think they're too stupid.
The
I mean,
sheep.
some people
they
are
didn't
stupid.
complain. They just ate what they were
Some
given.
people are stupid, but like most people aren't. Most people know they get the nuance. Just because you don't think they get the nuance doesn't mean they don't get the nuance.
The entertainment. Okay, this is very unfortunate. The entertainment company was thrust at the center of the nation's culture wars in 2022 when they started talking about sexual orientation and gender identity. Mickey took it from behind.
They keep running into this, into trouble, and it almost always comes down to this kind of stuff. And because, even in general, while there are LGBTQ people in the world, and there are, and Disney can...
What?
And I know, right? And Disney can still, make content that appeals to them. The majority of people that follow Disney stuff are usually, family-oriented, expect certain type of content. You're not giving them the content. Now, that's not saying you can't have representation ever. That's not true. You can't. You need it sometimes. But it's not really representative of the representation. You know what I'm saying? It's like most people aren't that.
It's overrepresented. This is kind of what's happened. Like so much of the entertainment out there. And yeah, I'm not saying no, don't make anything.
Oh yeah, by no any means.
No,
I'm
not
saying
at
at all.
But when you've got a typical sitcom and like more than half the cast living in like the Midwest is quote unquote diverse. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually had a mandate with TV.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, they weren't going to greenlight sitcoms unless they had the right amount of quote unquote diversity, which is anything other than white and straight, right? Uh-huh. And probably male. But then they were like, there's some really good shows we passed on, and I'm like, well, then just put the show on the air.
Well, hopefully people got to deal someplace else because this is bullshit. I mean, it's like Disney did it to themselves. And basically, I don't think they're going to stop doing it. I don't think anybody believes for 1 minute Disney's going to stop doing it because Iger's in charge, and Iger has been, pushing stuff for a while now, even before he left. But I think they have to walk it back. And they're not doing it because they feel like we need to work something out. They're doing it because of money. And they're not going to stop doing it. There's going to be more, like you said, less obvious about it.
Yeah, that's just it. And I think, but in some ways, I mean, entertainment's always been not Disney entertainment so much, but entertainment in general has tended to lean left.
Did you see his last comment on here?
Well, I'm getting there. Okay. I'm getting there. Yeah, he's getting called out basically. But yeah, it's never been in your face like it has been. And when you've got social media and you've got the showrunners and the actors and the people associated with the show, basically telling half of America, or more than half if you count the middle, that they freaking hate them if they don't agree with their politics. Like, yeah, Hollywood might have hated you before, but you didn't feel it like you do now.
No.
It's
interesting to me though, because they're talking about like Little Mermaid and all the race bending, race swapping, and then Lightyear and all that stuff. Then you have Snow White, which they're not even addressing. So my next question is, if they're going to walk it back and try to quiet the culture war, are they going to shelve Snow White? Because that thing's a train wreck of epic proportions. I mean, there's so many things wrong with that movie.
Oh, just dump it on Disney Plus at this point.
I'm like, because everybody's mad. You found a way to literally insult everyone.
So, yeah, he said that our primary mission, this is Bob Iger, our primary mission needs to be to entertain and to have a positive impact on the world. I'm very serious about that. It should not be agenda driven.
Well, you guys have been doing it since before he got gone the first time.
Yeah, he's the one that pushed the company in that direction.
Right.
Again, what he's doing now is walking back a lot of his own bonehead decisions because he wanted to be president. There was talk that he was going to run for office, and he was really pushing the diversity and inclusion politics. Weirdly enough, they busted him at a Disney shindig.
Oh yeah, it's a horse of another color.
Yeah, making racist comments about wasn't it their diversity officer, the one that
it was
quit or got fired or whatever. Yeah. I think she got fired because it wasn't just her. It was like every other company tossed their diversity officers overboard after she got gone. But he was making shitty comments about her.
Well, it wasn't. He was making a joke that landed with a thud because you can't joke like that. She was on the only white horse, and he made a joke about. He's like, what I meant by that was she's usually trying to champion diversity, and so if she'd be on the white horse, meaning that it was only one white horse and the rest are all, so it was the diverse one,
right?
And stuff like that. It was,
yeah, but that he
made a faux pas.
A faux pas? How many?
Foot in mouth.
Hand, foot, and mouth.
No, his foot is in his mouth.
I'm sure somebody was threatening to shove a Mickey shoe up his ass too.
I know people have been shoved. There's like a line.
But there's like
fast past that.
Yeah, fast
If
past
you lightning
the line.
lane, can you lightning lane shoving a foot up his ass?
Oh my God. So how many people have had leave? Like this company is sinking, right? I mean, it's like burning down. You've got the CFO leaving. We don't know what the hell happened with the diversity
executives
officer.
are like fleeing, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Again, they don't have a plan. They have him be like, yeah, we're going to walk it back. I'm like, dude, you needed to say this like 4 years ago. I think the only thing that's prompting him to do this is one, again, they're seeing the money run out because people are actively boycotting Disney, or maybe they're not being vocal about it, but they're still just not going to the movies.
situation.
The Florida situation. And I think they're looking at companies like Target and Bud Light, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, this could happen to us too. Uh-oh. You know, and of course their stock is down. So yeah, it's hurting them. People aren't going to their movies. They're not going to their theme parks. They're canceling Disney Plus.
Well, the prices. I mean, I think the prices are a big part of it too. I mean,
the prices are, but I think a lot of people are, you know, looking at Disney and they're like, "What the hell are you? And what am I paying for to be screamed at that I'm an awful person?" You know. And I don't know if they can fix the damage. I think their brand is damaged because they put out a lot of subpar crap chasing diversity and inclusion initiatives over storytelling and entertainment.
Remember the Reimagine Tomorrow and all that crap?
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's gone after they got rid of her. I'm sure that's completely out the window at this point. So we'll see. This is funny, though. He's basically just telling everybody whatever they want to hear, I think, just to try to salvage this ship from sinking.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the Pride onesie, and I always think it's funny because every company just tries to cash in on it. I mean, it's not about support; it's about making money off you.
I know, right?
And that's what it annoys. I know people that are LGBTQ, and it annoys the hell out of them.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's a cash grab, guys. I mean, again,
they care about you as long as they can make money off of you.
The only color in the rainbow they really care about is green.
That's right.
So we're going to wrap this up. Mm-hmm. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.